History and culture, the first farmers and how they lived. Long ago, in a vast land teeming with wild animals and abundant vegetation, lived a group of brave people. These were the first farmers, who dared to tame the earth and grow their own food, thus marking the beginning of agriculture. One day, a resourceful woman named Ula noticed that wild grasses grew more plentiful near her home. She had an idea. Instead of simply gathering food from the forest, she would nurture these grasses and grow them into something useful. And so, she started to plant seeds carefully in neat rows. Soon, others joined Ula in her new endeavor. They worked tirelessly, caring for their crops and protecting them from wild animals. As the seasons changed, they marveled at the sight of the once scattered seeds transforming into a bountiful field. Harvest time brought much joy and relief to the village. The food they had grown was more than enough to feed everyone and share with their neighbors. They cooked together, laughing and sharing stories as they enjoyed their hard-earned feast. Over time, the village grew and thrived. The people learned many new skills, like weaving baskets from plants and building sturdy homes from wood and mud dyed. They also developed tools to make farming easier and more efficient. As their population grew, the people realized they needed a place to gather and make decisions. They worked together to build a communal structure where they could discuss important matters and share ideas. This marked the beginning of civilization as we know it today. The first farmers also learned the value of trade. They bartered their surplus crops and crafted items for goods from neighboring villages. This allowed them to expand their horizons, learn new skills, and make lasting connections with others. The first farmers passed down their knowledge to their children, teaching them the skills needed for survival and success. They also shared stories, passing on wisdom, history, and culture from one generation to the next. As the years went by, these first farmers faced many challenges: drought, floods, and harsh winters. But they persevered, using their ingenuity and resilience to adapt and survive. They continued to innovate, developing new crops and farming techniques to ensure their success. Their hard work and determination paid off. The first farmers built thriving communities that would last for generations. They celebrated their successes, marking important milestones with feasts, songs, and dances. As they looked out upon the land, the first farmers saw endless possibility. They knew that there were many more challenges ahead, but they were filled with hope and determination. And so they set off on their next great adventure, settling new lands and starting anew. The first farmers were not just farmers, they were pioneers, explorers, innovators, and dreamers. They transformed the world as we know it today, laying the foundation for civilization and setting an example of resilience, collaboration, and curiosity that we can still learn from today.